Ahoy toy! Welcome to Transfixed, the channel that has a cold again, and I'm very sorry. I will try to edit out all my coughing and cold sounds. And yeah, I've tried honey and lemon. Please don't tell me to try honey and lemon. We've had it for thousands of years and it hasn't cured the common cold, so stop with that. Now, this is an update to my video back in number 133, when I tried to tell you how to fix Dr. Octopus with a heat gun by remolding these tentacles, which had okay results, but not great. But a kind soul named Shanghai kindly and politely let me know that there was a superior fix for this, or alternative way to do it. And that is to get yourself some USB LED, LOL, PFK, AFK, IRS, CNC tentacles. So yeah, there are a couple of videos I think showing how to do this, and it is definitely a better fix. And you know, I feel a little bit like I've let you down. I apologize for not knowing about this. Yeah, I urge you to unsubscribe. Go back and click on the old video, but don't watch it because it sucks now. And unsubscribe, and then print out the page, crumble it up, throw it away, click on this video, and then if it meets with your approval, resubscribe to the channel. And hopefully I will have redeemed myself. Now, I didn't know about this fix, so I guess I technically didn't make a mistake, which keeps my perfect track record of never making a mistake. I thought I did make a mistake once, but I was wrong about that. So, anyhow, let's get on with it. These are little, obviously, USB plug-in LED lights that you can order from China. I just got these off of eBay and just looked for the cheapest way to get one, and I ordered 4 of them, obviously. And they're really cool. They're just these flexible lights, so you can now pose the tentacles. What I had done before in my crappy video before was just heat this up and mold it. I also tried to cut this one in half and re-glue it in a different twisted position. It has since broken, and I had to re-glue it back in the original position because it just didn't stick right. These are just on a ball joint that don't really move that much, so you can just pop those right off. Throw this in the garbage. And then, as I get some of these, they're good and cheap. In fact, one of them had already broken. This piece just came loose and it was just hanging on by the wires. So they're quite easy to modify. You just chop them up. Let's start with a figure, though. So this is kind of the scary part, is that you have to do a bit of drilling. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that, but it's not that scary, really. So this one has already been drilled. Just a little bit. It just needs to be a little bit bigger than these hexagonal ports here to accommodate this. So I've already cut this piece off on both ends. Just leave the wire inside, and this will now plug in pretty tightly here. Right? So that's the idea. Now all you need is a bit of glue and a drill for this. So this here is a 13/64 size drill bit that I'm using, or in a more sensible metric number is 5 millimeters roughly. And that's all I did. Just carefully put this in here, drill a little bit. I'm not going to do a lot on camera because it's quite noisy, right? But yeah, and then this one is not drilled, so I'll just do this one. Just go carefully because it'll kind of tend to skip around a little bit. You know. Of course, be careful not to drill right through into your hand. Ah! And you don't want to go too deep. That's what she said. That is not what she said. Anyway, so you drill yourself for 4 holes like that. And then for the tentacles, get out of here. Get out. Okay, so these are pretty easy. I used wire cutters, but they weren't strong enough. So all you do, make sure it's not plugged in so there's no electricity coursing through these. That's the wrong villain. Get something stronger, like a pair of pliers with cutters in them there, right? And just go to town. You can make these shorter if you want to, but I kind of like them long, so just snap it right off. This cutting through the metal is a bit, so it just takes a bit of force. If you're weak like me, just find someone strong. Or hit the gym for 6 to 8 weeks and try again. There we go. Now, cut it. As you can see, as Uncle Joey would say, we've now cut it out. And then the same on the other end, of course. voila! Now I got 2 tentacles. Then all I do is stick it in there. Maybe I want to use it. See, I'm reluctant to use a larger drill bit size. You could go a hair bigger, but I don't really want to do that because I want a nice tight fit. And then, after you test fit it, just get yourself your preferred cyanoacrylate glue. Bob Smith Industries. Wow. Bob Smith sounds like an exciting man. With an exciting company name. Put a dab of super glue in there. Insert tentacle. Let dry. And then for the other end, just same thing. Plug it in. Glue it. Bob's your uncle. Anyway. Now, lastly, this is a personal preference thing. I kind of like them shiny, but you can sand them down to make them a more dull silver, so they're not all chromed up, so that they match the plastic more. Or you could spray paint these with chrome paint, couldn't you? I might do that. So yeah, what I saw in the other video, yes, I'm just plagiarizing, I admit it. They just sanded them down in the other video, I believe. They just sand this down a lot. This is too fine of a sandpaper to do a good job, but it's a visual aid, you get it, right? And it'll give it a more of a dull patina rather than this shiny chrome. Depends how blingin' you want your Dr. Octopus to be. Yeah. So, as I said, that's personal preference. And that's about all there is to fixing your Dr. Octopus and fixing my reputation. And here we have the finished Doc Ock, now that all the tentacles are glued in and his claws are on. The other thing was I was going to paint them. Like I said, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go dull or chrome. I was thinking of painting these chrome. Turns out I've run out of chrome paint, so I can't do that. I haven't glued these on, by the way. So here's a sample of, I just had a chrome pen on there just to see what it would look like if I matched that up. These ones have some metallic paint, but it's not the right color. So now we've got nice flexible arms. You can do whatever you want with these. I wonder if I can make him do the walking. Oh yeah, this would be cool. I wanted to be able to do this. Yeah, so he can actually walk on his arms, which I think is pretty cool and something he needs to be able to do. Now, the only problem with this is because they're metal, they're a bit heavy, it makes them a bit back heavy, so you may need to find a base or a stand to put him on, or he will tip over, depending on what pose you got him into. But yeah. And oddly enough, I was in Walmart today, and I saw a bunch of these guys on the shelf. We just got him. This is November 2018, and he's just getting into stores in Canada now. And if you want to hear me complain more about Canada's lack of timely toy stocking, you can watch my last video, which is about Toys R Us in Canada, which is a bit cheeky, but I had a good time making it. So I hope that helps. If you haven't already seen somebody else do the same video, there you are. And again, shout out to Shane High. Thanks for pointing me in the right direction. And thanks for watching.